I recorded. Well, good morning. We got a large crowd today, so this is going to be a doozy of a training. So Mitch and I were trying to figure out what kind of training we wanted to do, and then I wanted to stay on the topic of AI because it is super, super important for people, even just to learn the basics and take the time to learn. So what I did is I went into a different AI software called Claude, Claude, and I asked it, says, "Hey, help me put together information regarding AI that for real estate agents who are brand new to the business, and also for those that are seasoned agents, but not the most tech savvy." So we're gonna let Renee in real quick. Let me undo the waiting room. So then what Claude did is put some information together. So let me share desktop two. And this is what Claude came out with when I went into it. And let me make sure. So I asked it to come up with a guide for real estate agents who are brand new and that haven't been using AI. So the first thing it said was understanding AI tools. What is AI? So for those of you that are brand new, who've never used AI, you have to think of AI as a smart assistant.
Excuse me, Paul.
Yes,
Is your screen, are you screen sharing right now? Is that,
I'm not screen sharing.
oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I am. Let me do it again.
Okay.
You see it?
Not right this second, no.
Let me stop sharing. I am sharing desktop two.
And now I got it. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so back to the guide. So thank you, Renee, and I believe that's Clarinda on the call. Thank you. So what we were trying to do is figure out, okay, let me break down AI so somebody can understand how to use this efficiently and take the time to use it a little bit at a time to learn. Because you guys really, most agents don't understand what this tool can do to free up time. It's amazing. It's not designed to do all the work for you. It's designed to help you get a guide on what could I do. Give me some content and let me rephrase it because now into how I would say it and then post it or share it or whatever you want to do, but to give you an idea. So back like I was saying, what AI is, you got to think of AI as your smart assistant. Instead of you hiring an assistant for social media marketing, says, "Hey, why don't you just use AI to help me come up with the content within 15 seconds? And then all I got to do is find a picture and post it." But you didn't spend 30, 40 minutes or 10, 15, 20 minutes doing it. Even if you spent 5 minutes, but AI can spit it out in 30 seconds, that's a lot of time that it's saving you, okay? So it can write content, it can organize information, and it can help with repetitive tasks. So what it does is it learns from information. So the more detail you provide it, the better results you get. And we're going to go over all of this. And remember, AI doesn't sleep, so you can ask it a question at 2 in the morning or 5 in the afternoon. So we're going to go over tools. Claude is good for longer detailed writing. So if you're looking for detailed writing, property descriptions, etc., use that. ChatGPT is the most popular, and the free version will pretty much do what you want it to do. Microsoft Copilot is an AI that is built on into Microsoft 365. So if you have Microsoft Office or then Copilot's in it. I was going through Word earlier today to print out some mailing labels, and I saw Copilot right on the top right-hand corner. And it can help with emails and documents. So if you have that, you're like, wow, it's going to help me with my emails. Yes, you could ask it to reply to an email in a professional tone if you like. Gemini is Google's version of an AI assistant, and you access it through Google products like Google Drive, Google Sheets, Google Docs, and that's where that comes in. Cost, most of these have free versions and then premium versions, etc. So, what would you use AI for on a daily application? Well, think about it. Property description. Right now, if you're a listing machine and getting listings, property description. Those of you that don't have listings but are doing open houses, or looking to potentially share other agent listings, we're going to go over a new feature or a feature that I was showing Mitch earlier, and that'll make your life a little bit easy. But this will help you create basic features, unique selling point, neighborhood details. So it could be, the main thing is like this word right here, prompt, is basically a set of directions. So you have to tell it, hey, write a compelling description, give it the information all the way through here, walking distance to a school, and it'll put it together. Then the main thing that you want to do is have a conversation with the AI that you're using. So if you're using it and it's like, that doesn't sound right, well, punch it in there. Punch it in the chat. That doesn't sound right. It'll ask you, well, what doesn't sound right? Well, this. And you go back and forth with the AI chat conversation until you get the right content because the AI will actually have a conversation with you. And the more you do that, the more refined your your property description is going to be. So don't be afraid. So what do you think? Does it sound too flashy? Does it sound too professional? It'll tell you, or you can say, can you tone it down? Can you make it easier to understand? Can you make it a little bit more humorous, a little bit more funny? Can you make it a little bit more professional? It'll do it for you until you figure out this is exactly how I want it. And it sounds like you. You can also create photo captions. So you could actually upload an image and says, can you give me a description of this photo or a caption that I can use as a call to action for a picture? It'll give it to you because it'll scan that image and read all the information on that image. Let me make sure I turn focus off. Okay. So like it says on an example, write five short engaging captions for a photo and it'll do it. Virtual tour. If you're going to do a virtual tour, you can describe the flow of the house and what you want to highlight. And you would do it by, hey, create a script for a 2-minute video tour of a single-story ranch home. I'll be walking through the front door showing the open concept living room, dining room, updated kitchen, 3 bedrooms, and ending in the landscape backyard. It'll create a script that you can use so you can read the script. Hey guys, welcome. Let me give you a tour. And they'll give you a script, especially if you don't know what to say if you're going to do a virtual tour. Chat AI is really good at doing scripts, especially role-playing scripts. It is phenomenal what it comes out with. If you're going to do client communication, well, think about it. Buyer seller follow-up emails. So you can create them, specify what happened during a meeting and next steps. So you could tell it, write a follow-up email to the first-time home buyer couple. I showed 3 homes today. They liked the second home we saw on Maple, but concerns about the small kitchen. I want to schedule another showing next week and suggest 2 more properties. It'll rewrite a letter for you based on that, but you got to get specific. But think about it. If you did that, look how much time that's probably about right. You would have took about 10 minutes. So it's telling you how much time. So imagine if this spit it out in a minute and you saved 15 or 14 minutes. You just say 14 minutes, like, okay, what am I going to do now? You're going to learn, hopefully, AI to says, okay, how can I make it a little bit better? How can I learn to communicate a little bit better? So the next time I'm saving another 15 minutes. And if you're doing that 3, 4 times a week, you just saved an hour. That's what it's all designed is it gives you whatever information you want, what it thinks you're looking for, and then you refine it. Cool thing about AI is you can create monthly newsletters. So you can ask for content on seasonal tips, market updates, connection. So like it says here, create an outline for my June newsletter, including a brief market update for Visalia, summer maintenance tips, personal notes about recent charities involved, and a reminder about the referral program. You could do that every month. You could actually do this basic thing every month, maybe leave out the market update, but says, hey, I want to do tips on home maintenance. And they'll create it for you. Just a short little email. You copy and paste it and send it out. What
Oh,
if you
what was that one post that you put up for the office? Was it front door decorating or?
curb appeal.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal. I forget how many people like tuned into that.
So for those of you that are asking, I had done a post. Let me show you. Um, Jordan. on our blog, I think it was curb appeal.
Something about dressing up your entryway or something like that.
Increasing home value with curb appeal, beginnings curb appeal, transforming curb appeal. It was one of these that I put in and it literally went nuts. I shared it through Facebook, Google, on the Google listing and stuff like that. And basically the views went up to several thousands.
It was
But
relatively quick too.
the next day,
Yeah.
next day it just skyrocketed on that particular post. But because it was content that was relevant to that time of the year that I was looking at, because we're looking at going into, the coming out of winter. So I said, let's talk about curb appeal. And then this one was done last year because I was talking about how can you spruce up your curb appeal for Halloween.
Mhm.
So then you're talking about Halloween decorations, fall decorations. You can have newsletters about a bunch of different things. And then you can use AI to create the images for you so you can have one picture. It'll create the image for you. Yeah, it was actually pretty neat. And then common create template pricing. Let's skip that one. Local market up reports. We're not going to talk about that because it doesn't have a lot. But then here you can say, hey, social media calendar. Ask for varied content ideas for the month. So you can say, hey, I'm a real estate agent with Century 21 Joe Link. I'm brand new to the business. I'm having trouble trying to figure out what kind of content I would like to put onto social media. Can you give me an idea or create a 4-week social media plan? And so you ask it to create a plan with 2 posts per week, just like it's saying here. Um, we include market updates, buyer seller tips, local business highlights, but you have to give it to business. But so let's say you don't have that data, you leave that out, and it says, and seasonal home maintenance advice appropriate for June. So it's going to give you ideas on what to post for June. So let's say we did this. I'm going to go into my chat. I'm gonna paste this for real estate agent 2 for week. Market updates by a local business highlights seasonal home maintenance appropriate for June in Visalia, California. You still see that, right, Mitz?
Yep.
Okay. So now it's gonna search the web and it's gonna give me ideas, probably give me ideas for 8 posts. So week one, June 2nd and 5th, if that's what you're gonna do, it's gonna give me post one. Something like that. Post two says keep your home top shape this month. Remember, clean your HVAC, inspect and clean your gutters, check your roof damage, seal windows, doors to keep the cool area and service your AC unit. Week two is talking about local business spotlight, Tommy's Restaurant and Lounge. Oh, I guess it's research a local restaurant that actually exists in Visalia, and it gave me the link to their restaurant, which is pretty cool. Post four, summer tips, mowing your lawn and trimming bushes, planting colorful flowers, power washing, painting the front door. This is what a lot of people do for enhanced curb appeal because they want to make the house look good, especially if they're looking for selling tips. Okay. And I didn't tell it's selling. So week three, we're talking about featuring a neighborhood, Mitchell Corner. I didn't know there was a Mitchell Corner. I'll have to Google that later. Discover Mitchell Corner, charming neighborhood, blah, blah, blah. Post six, avoid common summer maintenance mistakes. You may not want to use, let's say, this one. I'm going to skip to post six. Don't wash windows in direct sunlight because they'll get streaks. Clean garbage cans regularly to avoid odor and pests. How many of us don't clean our garbage cans? All of a sudden, we're like, man, my trash can stinks. Yeah, because probably sitting in the sun all day. Regularly change your air filter, protect your outdoor furniture from damage. And then the last one was buying tips, get pre-approved. So you're like, well, if you're a real estate agent, any of those will apply because you don't know who's looking at your post, if it's a buyer or a seller. So now you got a buying tip in here plus a selling tip post. And then your summer safety checklist, smoke, carbon monoxide, secure your doors before vacation. Just a hint because we don't know who's going to be on there. Clean keep your home cool for proper installation shading, of course. Maintain your pool safety if you have one. These are all relevant content that we basically spitted out ideas in less than 30 seconds just by typing in that. So in 30 seconds, even if you use four of these, it would have took you hours to come, or an hour at least, to come up with how I'm going to phrase it, how I'm going to write exactly what I wanted to do. Even here, look, stay cool with energy bills. Real simple. Here's a link. Here's a link to Superior Air. Here's the ATM. Here's Better Homes and Garden. Here's a link to somebody else. It's providing link resources. Here's a link to the restaurant. This is simple steps to attract more buyers, etc. So it's providing us what it could on relevant links, keeping your house in top condition all season. It's taking you to a Better Homes and Garden link. That's pretty powerful. You're providing this. All you're going to do is copy and paste it. So let's say you only wanted to do post three, post seven, post six. So I could say create an image for post six. So we're going to see post six was talking about right here. Avoid common summer maintenance mistakes. Washing windows, keep getting your trash cans clean, air filters, and then protecting your furniture. So we're asking it to see what it could do. Now we don't know what it's going to put out. It could just create words or it could create an image. We won't know. So we're going to give it a second until it comes up with this and figure out what it comes up with. So I'm going to move this aside. You can still see my entire screen, right, Mitz?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and we're going to get back to this while that one is, but see, I think it's going to do it as a list, which is not a bad thing. If it doesn't have any mistakes, hey, it's all good. It's an image that talks about that. So time saved on that would have been probably several hours each
Yeah.
month. Absolutely. I 100% agree. So now, if you notice the image, it didn't do characters, but it broke it down in text verbiage, which is just as fine because it's talking about exactly what you said. Windows, garbage, air conditioning, windows, garbage. So it's putting those bullet points it gave you bullet into an image format. Even that, think about it, even though it's taken about a minute to create, all you're going to do is hit download, that down arrow. You are going to go back to post six and you're going to say right here, copy that and copy that link. And you're going to copy all of this, take that caption word out when you do it. So let's say we do it to, wait, did I copy it? Copy. We're going to go to Facebook. We are going to go to a post, paste it. I don't need none of this. Clip and adjust, keep your, and here, common mistakes. Take that out. I got that. And then I need a picture, and I think I downloaded it. Did it download? Did I download?
I don't recall.
Mhm. There you
There.
go. And see, that was super simple. It literally took no time to do that. And I like, hey, I got a great post for potential buyers and sellers because I'm providing relevant content. And that was how simple was that to do? It literally saved you guys so much time. Okay, so let's go back to here while we still got that open. Can help you with client presentations, but we got Moxie. But if you're looking to add custom pages a little bit, maybe because it's a unique listing, use AI to come up with an content for that listing, or maybe because this particular high-end listing is located in a particular exclusive neighborhood, you're like, huh, let me do a write-up on that exclusive neighborhood to let people know why you should purchase a home in this neighborhood. And then, of course, your presentation is regarding that home. Does that make sense, Mitz?
Oh, totally.
Okay,
Totally.
then you got creating weekly social media plan. We just talked about that. You could tell it to generate 3 social media posts, request specific ideas on content for Facebook. Building a buyer consultation package, you can actually do an outline on it based on your expertise, your criteria, your niche market. You have to know who are you trying to target and what specific niche market are you working in? So if you're working in exclusively gated community, are you working in exclusive high-end property? Are you working with exclusive part of town? Then create the content for that. Because the worst thing agents will say is, "Oh, I sell anything." Well, that means you're not an expert on one thing. So try to figure out what you want to be an expert at and become really good before you diversify out. So you can do neighborhood guides, talking about neighborhoods. Get personal insight, ask AI to format a one-page neighborhood profile for create using these defined reads using see insert your information here. Knowledge of the area, AI wouldn't know, add personal insight, share, use your client's email attachment, printed handouts for relevant buyers. So we got tons of marketing material in Brand Studio that you can up, especially PDFs. This AI will read the entire PDF buyer guide and then create content for you. So, Mox, no. Brand Studio, if you notice, a while back we showed you the Century 21 came out with the buyer guide and the seller guide that was already pre-done for you. All you have to do is basically go in. Yes, ma'am, I will. And put your information in, and it'll create that buyer guide and seller guide. Well, you could actually upload that into chat. Says, hey, from this buyer guide, give me 6 social media posts. And it'll actually do it from the buyer's guide. Now you got 6 content from a PDF you downloaded to put on social media for buyers, or maybe the seller guide. To create 6 social media posts regarding this seller guide. Um, we have a seller guide on me. So let me show you, since we got a lot of people on this call asking questions. It's a little funny, don't mind me.
Oh, sure.
But we are gonna go in and let's see if Mitch remembers to guide me on where to find the seller guide.
I'm actually going on the brand studio right now.
Okay, let's see if you remember where to find the guide. Give me 1 second. Sent. Oh, my phone's silent. That would help. Come on. Okay, let's see what we got. We're gonna go into 21online.com and there we go. We're gonna work our way down to Productivity Hub. We are working our way into Branch Studio and Creative Builder, I believe. General, Home, Spanish. So see, Renee, there's a Spanish one too. See, Home Buyer's Guide in Spanish. You could literally download that and then add it and then ask it to create content. Home Buyer's Guide. There was a seller's guide somewhere, but let me find this Home Buyer's Guide first. Um, I'm not gonna fill in my information. I just need the document. There it is. It already has my information. I'm gonna download this PDF. Just download it. And what I'm gonna do, since we're already on here for this one, let me see if this will load. This is a Spanish version for Renee. And anybody else that wants to use the Spanish version, since I don't understand anything it says, I'm just gonna download it anyway. Okay, so we are gonna go into chat GPT. I'm going to create a new conversation. Can you give me, let's say, 5 Facebook posts related to the attached PDF? I am going to attach the file to the English version first, and then hit enter. So we're going to see it's good. I'm going to upload to that English version. See how fast it read it? It read that English version in that split of a second. So I took a document that we had, and now it's creating 5 social media posts. See, that is pretty easy to do. Copy. Now, of course, it remembers me because it's my account. So what you would do is you would give it your information. Here's my contact information, name, phone number, email address. And then it would do this for you. So I'm going to ask it, do the same for the attached Spanish version and create the posts in Spanish. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it I want an English version because I got English clients. And then you know what? Every once in a while, I would like to post it in Spanish because I have Spanish clients too. So now I've told it to upload the Spanish version, and I'm going to ask it to create it in Spanish. So now, in probably a minute or so, a little bit of course, I had to download the documents. I just came out with 10 social media posts, 5 in English, 5 in Spanish. All you got to do is come up with a picture, which can't be that hard. It could be any picture of a house or whatever the relevant topic is, but if it's for a house or whatever it is, but look how easy that was. Now, of course, you want to proofread. I couldn't help you proofreading it, but you proofread and make sure everything sounds good when you paste it, edit whatever you need to edit, and then add the photo, tag it, put your location checked in at Century 21, and share. But most of you on this call, whoever's going to watch this back, couldn't have come up with 10 in English and Spanish within under a minute. Impossible. It would have took you guys all day. And then you would have drove Mitch crazy and me crazy because you don't know what to write. When if you have a document anywhere sitting around that has the content, this is great information. Maybe a lender has a flyer about a new program. Upload the damn flyer, upload it, and say, hey, give me 4 social media posts regarding this flyer. And he'll create it regarding that. For more information, please contact me. And they contact you. But that's how you use AI to simplify your lives. Okay, so let's go back to here. Freaking amazing. To get the best results, you want to be specific. Provide the details. What kind of tone? Do I want it conversational? Do I want it luxury? Do I want it professional? Do I want to write it up to 150 words? It'll only make it up to 150 words and keep it short. Would you provide this PDF? Holy mo! Oh, yes. I thought you typed in it again. First time, and what kind of audience are you doing it? And then how to edit AI. This is a cool one. Read it out loud. Check if it sounds natural. So read it. If you see it, don't copy and paste it. Read it out loud what the prompt that AI gave you. Like number 2. Post search from search to close. I've got you back. Don't stress over the details. I manage inspections, appraisals, negotiations, and timelines so you can focus on finding a dream home. I'm backed by the Century 21 brand and trusted by thousands. Let's chat about your home goals today. If that doesn't sound right when you say it, then you gotta ask it to edit it in a specific tone. Does that make sense, Mitz?
Yep, totally.
So if it when you read it out loud, like, doesn't sound like me. Okay, what are you missing? Type it in. That doesn't sound like me. Can you make it a little bit humorous? or a little bit funny or a little bit more casual. And they'll rewrite it until you like, now I got it. That sounds exactly how I would have said it. Okay. That's what it means when it says in here, read it out loud. Then add your knowledge. Mention specific neighborhood features if you want. Make sure it sounds like you, not generic. Big key, big key. And then it may not have all the details, so you want to make sure you check the facts. So it's not designed just, oh, it's got it, and I'm gonna copy and paste. No, trust me, I'll know, and Mitch will know, and everybody else will know that you don't even write like that. Get started. So way I asked Claude AI, says, hey, what would a brand new agent do? What can I do to help them understand? So it says, hey, this is what AI says. Getting started first week in AI. Now, of course, if it's like Mitch and I were having this conversation earlier, if it's a brand new agent, no, we're not going to focus on AI right away because I am so sorry, but you need to learn your contracts. You need to learn zip forms. You need to learn MLS. You need to learn basically how to manage your Moxie Engage. Hands down, you need to learn how to do a Moxie present, even the basic default template, how to put it together, send it out in under 5 minutes. Got it. I can put presentations together. Do you know how to manage your leads? Do you know how to add updates, how to add activities? Once an agent, a brand new agent understands all of that, then yes, we'll get into AI because the last thing I want to do, and it's the conversation Mitch and I had earlier, is they get sidetracked on AI. Then they forget the basics, tools. So imagine this setup and test. Create an account on an OpenAI platform if you don't have one, and try a simple request. Write through social media posts for a real estate agent. That's it. It says do that on day one. Just and this also when I asked Claude, I says also give me this information for somebody that's a sunset agent, seasoned, that is not the most tech savvy. So if it's a seasoned agent, if they can't at least create an account and ask it this simple question, we got a problem. I'm sorry. Then it says day two, ask it to write a description of a current listing. Okay, I'm gonna just ask it. I got 10 minutes free. I'm gonna ask it to create descriptions of listings. So they're learning. And then it says also create a photo caption for that listing. So give it the photo. So can you create a photo caption? See, it's breaking it down. Client day three, they could do client communication, develop an email template. Create a template for introducing yourself to new leads. Day three. Day one was super simple. Hey, give me 3 social media posts. Yay. Day four, after social media posts, create a simple local market update or develop a checklist for seller preparing their home. And so this is what it all came out with. And at the end, it says, hey, common questions from agents to new AI. How do I know if the content is good? If it sounds like something you'd naturally say or write, it's good. That's why you got to read it. If it includes specific details you provided, it's on target because you provided content. If a colleague or family member finds it clear and compelling, it works. So if you're brand new and you're creating it, then says, hey, Mitch, I just created some content on ChatGPT. Do you mind taking a look at it? Or come to me here, like
Mhm.
bring your laptop, or I'll come to your desk. Um, and then show it to me. Says, that doesn't sound right. Let's try this. But at least you're making that effort. Okay. Will clients know it's AI? Not if you review and personalize it. That is your key. You got to read it, go over it, and says, doesn't sound right. Let me tweak it a little bit. How I would normally say it. But you didn't have to come up with the whole idea. You're just gonna go in and says, that's actually pretty good, but let me rephrase it a little. You just took that work out of the equation. All you're doing is rewriting to how you would say it. I'm gonna give you, here it is. Add your knowledge and use AI as a starting point. But remember, it's not your final product. It is where you personalize it, you add your own little flair to it. Is it safe to share client information with AI? It usually says avoid it. You don't need to put client information. You can add that manually. All you're looking for is content. That's what you're looking for. An AI tool is to help you work more efficiently. But your expertise, your knowledge, your personal relationships are what truly sets you apart. Right on. What's up? Did you raise your hand?
Oh no, it's one car was just walked by.
Oh, okay. And so that's what Claude put together. Actually, pretty cool. One of the things I want to do is we were going to keep this training short, and I will share this with you. And I might have just uploaded on the YouTube channel and make Clarinda go find it on the YouTube channel. But Clarinda, I'll send it to you. Don't worry. One of the things we were looking at earlier, I am going to go on to, um, okay. So I am going on to my website. I'm a real estate agent, and Mitz and I just did this earlier. So I am going to go into Visalia, and I am going to search for properties. But what I want to do is I want to filter brokerage listings. So I'm going to use the filter. I want to find brokerage because when I share brokerage listings, I don't have to give credit to listing agent. I credit listing courtesy of. So it's easier for me to say, oh, okay, if somebody puts Luis Mota's property at 599, if somebody wants to put an offer, at least I can walk over to Luis and say, hey, what's my odds of getting this? Or a local agent. So I am going to open up this listing. Here it is. If you notice all of this information, this is a URL right on top of this property. Okay, here's the URL of this property. So I am going to go back to Facebook and says, can you create me 3 Facebook posts
Using this URL, I think.
including my contact info?
There. Oh, did you want to put in the call to action or
Yeah, session and a call to action. So we're going to tell it to create 3 Facebook posts for a property, including my contact information, call to action for this property right here. Go into chat and I'm going to hit go. So think about it. I just walked in, found a property, put in this little phrase right here, gave it to URL of this particular property, which is Luis D. Mota's property, and I hit enter. So let's see what it does. So now it's giving me 3 optimized Facebook posts for 1405 West Tyler with compelling emojis, call to action, and here we go. I didn't even have to write the social media post. I had AI go scan that listing and get information from that website URL for that particular property to come back, give me 3 social media posts. I don't know why it's being slow right now.
just
There you
runs
go.
in?
See,
Yeah.
it included my phone number, included a link to the property, and it included the website.
Well, the link to the property goes back to your website, so that's great.
Yeah, I don't mind if there's two links. It's all
Mhm.
good. But see, don't miss this listed, don't blah, 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 blah. And so now I got 3 social media posts. So if I was to take this one, copy it, go to my Facebook, go here and paste it, wait for it, wait for it. Wrong image. Let's see. Not that one, because I want based on this URL, but it included a second URL, this one. So if I take this one out, but the problem is it's not going to give me a URL based on that. So basically what I'm going to do is go back here, say, open up a picture, save it, and I got a post. Look how fast did I come up with three posts. Tomorrow I'll come back and maybe repost this, or 2 days later use a different post from the house.
Yeah.
And the next time I'll use this one. And then Friday I'll use this one. All I'm doing is copying and pasting it, finding a picture and posting it. But look how fast I just did that. I didn't have to write anything. And the information is pretty much spot on because it's coming off that listing. Now I could tell it expand and leave bobpatel.net out. So let's see if it takes the property URL out, but I ask it to expand the content. So see, now it's giving me content, more content based on the listing. Still got my phone number, still got the company, still got the DRE, but see, because I told it to take bobpatel.net out, it assumed the listing information. So what I could have done is not do that and just say expand the property description. And
Mhm.
but see, now I got would have got more information on these posts.
I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. You
No, it
didn't even have
doesn't.
to.
All you're
Yeah.
doing is finding a property and telling AI to scan that property and give me a social media post. I mean, how much how much time can you literally save by doing that? And we got probably over hundred Century 21 Jordan Link listings. So you can actually post one property every day. Ask AI to scan it, give it back, put the picture of the property, and now it's got your contact information and all that because you're doing it from your website. Literally take you about a minute a day.
Me and Bob had a meeting at 7:30 this morning, and he was just explaining it to me, and I go, I think that should be our class today. This 5 minute segment, drop the mic
Boom.
and leave. Because that is amazing. I think that is like a super time saver. If you're going to market a property for an open house that's not yours, I mean, you can't do any better than that. You can just add, this house is going to be open on such and such a date. I mean, what a great way to market.
So if we filtered brokerage listings and in-person open house, let's see if there's one. We don't have any.
Probably too early in the week.
But let's say take that one out and let's say we're going to do this one. I'm going to go back to chat. Okay, new conversation. I'm going to paste that URL. So I'm just basically just post, give me two social media photos for a property I'm doing an open house for on Saturday from 1 to 4. Simple. So it's
Is
on West Series. Open house is Saturday.
Is that link live? Is it like, well, if you click on it, will it take you to a map or?
This one will take me to the listing.
Oh, wow. How cool.
So here's that information. And here's the second one. Included the address, put in the time, has my name and license number, which is fake. And it says here's an image description to use. But of course, I would use an image of the property. Just ask if it's your listing, Mitch or Lewis, hey, can I
Hmm.
get photos from your listing to put in? But I got two social media posts. I can put one on Thursday, one on Friday
Hmm.
to remind people that we have an open house coming. Now, could I ask it to include the link? Include a link to the property, please. So we're going to have it rewrite it and view property details.
Nice.
So now I copy this down on Friday, Thursday, paste it. Then I do this one on Friday, paste it. I'm going to use a picture of the property, so I'm not going to worry about this bottom stuff that happened. But look at this link. If I copy this one, and wait, I don't need that one. I need this here. Copy it, go back here, get out of here. Um, refresh, get out of that one. I don't want that one. And here, and paste it. And then put in the information that I want right here, the photo. I got all of this content in there really fast.
That's way cool.
And if that link doesn't work, then you know what? Paste the link right here. It's not going to hurt you just taking that out, coming into here, copy that. And when you paste that link manually, it pulls the house. So now this link, if I post it, goes to bobpatel.net. But even that was so simple. I mean, you paste the URL, and boom, here it is. You do that twice, and it literally took a minute.
It's awesome.
That's crazy, crazy. So since we have like a huge audience, does anybody have any questions? Look like nobody has any questions today. So I am going to put this on the YouTube channel. I will attach that little presentation to that YouTube channel video. And then Sam, if you want the PDF emailed to you, just shoot me an email or text me your email and I'll send it over. And then Clorinda, of course, I'll send you that presentation. So if there's nothing else, if you guys need help, let
Well,
me know.
that was great advice. I love that quick tip, man. That is amazing. I just got everybody's got to start using that every day. I mean, that's
You know what? All we can do is come up with shortcuts on how to do things. If some of these guys are not gonna want to do it or get involved, I don't know what to tell them. It's like the conversation we had earlier. Remember when I was telling you we had an agent drive me crazy because they started using AI and like, oh my God, it's so good and blah blah blah. And they sucked up 3 hours of my time. I'm like, we're not doing this just because you finally decided to wake up today. You're gonna suck up all my time.
I mean, the combination of information about the real estate market and being able to post that way, those two right there, that's enough to keep your social media, presence going all week long. I mean,
Right.
easily.
And it really doesn't take that much time.
Yeah.
It's very minimal time. I mean, we could have done all of that within 5 minutes. Once you practice, 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 somebody can come in Monday morning, post for open houses, post for different properties for the whole week, one property a day, one different company listing every day, post
Hmm.
it.
Hmm.
And it takes 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But AI
Oh,
has to
sorry.
be used, or you're going to be behind the learning curve. Absolutely. You will get, and it's not being, I mean, besides being left behind, it's not that. It's like if you're not going to use it, somebody else is going to beat you to it. And then, most people are going to be complaining that, like, well, I had another agent email me again. She says, I need to get leads. I'm like, well, you're not doing the homework, so I can't help you.
Yeah, in the early 90s, Bob, there was a lot of people that had a hard time adopting to getting online and working with the computer. And that's all our business is about almost now. You know what I mean? Marketing and computer. And of course, we always got to talk to the people, but it's part of our business. And I'm pretty sure AI is right where we need it. So,
Absolutely. It's just something that if an agent would just take the time to learn, hey, how do I do this? A starting point.
yeah.
Just a starting point. Just start. Do something. Create an account. Ask it something. If it doesn't come out right, come ask for help. But you got to figure out how you're going to use it to save you some time, because that's the biggest thing that AI for realtors is to save you time.
For
I mean,
sure.
we could have created a whole month with a social media post in 10 minutes. So, and especially live and having it pull content from a website and then giving the information for it. I mean, that's priceless.
Yep.
So, okay, if there's nothing else, we're going to sign out and I will catch you guys next week. If you guys have any questions, give me a call or shoot me an email anytime. Mike
All
G,
right.
do you have
Thanks,
any
Bob.
questions? Got it. He's going to be quiet today. It's going to be a quiet day today. Love it.
All right. Thanks, Bob.
See ya.